Hey love bugs, welcome to Love Grind. I'm Ebony, your host, and tonight we're going to talk about finally letting it burn. Are you ready? And for all those who don't know what letting it burn means, it means letting it go. Love bugs, I hope I come to you tonight in good spirit. Let's get right into it. For a couple of years, after my breakup, I was definitely wreaking havoc on the rest of the world because I was heartbroken and sad. And I know a lot of you are doing the same thing, even if you don't mean to, because you're stuck in a place of why, what, where, how did it go wrong? And let me tell you, you're probably never going to get those answers. You're not going to get closure, but you can create closure by accepting and understanding it's time to pour gasoline and letting that shit burn. If the partner that you were with wanted you back, they would have reached out. They know how to find you. And who wants that back anyway? I just don't want everybody wreaking havoc on each other and breaking the law with stalking or social media, cyber stalking, or just wreaking havoc on your own heart. You can't heal if you're still stuck in a spot where you think that one day you're going to get these answers. It is time to move on. It's a new year coming. Leave that in the past. Let's make new memories with new people, new lovers, new friends. I know being codependent and addicted to love, we tend to fall back into these behaviors, these toxic activities, whether that's casual sex, alcohol, drugs, to heal that pain that we're feeling. But really, it's not healing your pain. You're just intoxicated and hurt. All it is doing is making you have a dependence on something else. Being codependent, you kind of learn that other person very well. Your movements were because of that other person. They like this, they like that. And now that we're single, we don't know what to do. And for a couple of years, I was stuck. And I finally started my true healing this year. And I know I'm on the same page with a lot of people. I say that because for the first 2 years, it wasn't healing. It was more like, how can I get this person back? What can I do? How can I win, basically? I don't even know if I really wanted to be with that person any longer, but I wanted to win this game. It's not a game, but I wanted to win and be the chosen one, and I wasn't. And that's okay. In my next relationship, in your next relationship, we're going to go into those relationships healed, open to new experiences, open to new ways of loving. And that is something to be absolutely excited about. It's finally time to let it burn. Let it go. My mom used to tell me, you never know what makes somebody tick. So don't question yourself about the other person. My ex monkey branched into a serious relationship, and I was like, what is going on here? How can possibly this happen? Do you even care about me? It doesn't matter any longer. It is what it is. They'll have to deal with their healing in their stuff in their own way. Love bugs, what our jobs are to do is to learn how to change ourselves, even if it's little changes each day. So we're not the same person the day before. I'm not saying you don't like yourself. I'm not saying you don't love yourself, because I know I love myself. I know you love yourself too. But we can all make improvements on our character and the outlook and the way we're looking at things. You go down this rabbit hole like, they're so cute, they're so good in bed. How can I lose somebody like that? And you start that negative thinking, and you start to tell yourself, how can I be interesting to anybody else? And that's just not true. Just because that didn't work out doesn't mean the next situation you're in, the next relationship is not going to be loving and totally different. People say to me, well, they'll never fill my shoes. You don't want that person to fill your shoes. You have your own shoes. The relationship has its own dynamics. Of course, they'll never fill your shoes. I don't want you to. I'm totally different. So that's a sentiment that doesn't really make sense to me, because I don't want anybody to be in my shoes. Can you imagine? I come in here and somebody's wearing my Air Jordans. I'd be pissed off. You wear your own shoes. They might not be as cute as mine, but you do your thing. That part of our lives are over. The sex, well, you can't take that from them. But there's somebody else who can hit it just as good or even better, because the love will be there and you'll be open to new things, right? Remember that all the time. And don't stalk. And don't go on their social media. I was stuck on that for so long, just looking for answers. And let me tell you the absolute truth, love bugs. You know what I got was more hurt each and every time. I hurt myself. If I didn't find anything, I was hurt. If I did find something, I was hurt. So either way, it's not a good look. Just try as best you can to stay off of that. It's easier said than done. Believe me. Believe me. Once you get that timestamp or that moment in time where you're just like, I'm ready to let it burn, it feels so good, right? It feels so amazing to start your new journey. Yes, it's alone. And yes, it's scary, but life is scary. But you know what it's not? It's not heartbroken anymore. It's not crying and sniffling. Not any longer. I used to say to myself, I bet you people are tired of hearing me talk about this person, because we put them on a pedestal and think they're amazing when they're really not. And you'll go down that spiral of amazing traits they have, forgetting that they're broke, they're selfish, they have issues. Once a week, I do this activity with my clients. And what we do is we get a piece of paper and make 2 columns. One side is real and one side is imagined, fake, expectation. So on one side, we write what really happened. He didn't give me money for the rent, and what in your mind you're making up to keep you stuck. That he was this provider, that he wasn't. And once you see that on paper, your pride starts to kick in. Okay, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. Let me be real with myself. Let me get back on the planet. Take them off that pedestal. They're the same old person. I used to picture my ex like picking her up and dancing in the rain, braiding hair, singing her songs of love. Even if he is, so what? Even if she is, so what? They're not ours anymore. I doubt they're doing that. People don't change too much. You know how I stay out of that hole of negative thinking? Like, oh, I wish I could have them back. I think about the times I felt disconnected from my partner, the times that they did not care, the times I was left. And also, to make me happy, I think about how I had all his young years when he was willing and able. Now he's an old guy. I know it's not the best way, but it works for me. And I want you to find something that works for you, so you're not steadily thinking that they're perfect and that you're not, and being in that kind of vibe. You gotta pull your vibration up now, love bugs. It's a new day. It's time to be happy once again. There's people waiting for you. You're waiting for you. And when I wasn't healing for those couple of years, I was stagnant because I was thinking that maybe you can come back again. Once I realized that that wasn't going to happen, my true healing began. It sounds cliche, but I started every day doing things that would change my mind and my mood, even if they were little. I would give myself a couple of minutes and then I'd move on. Once I started becoming indignant, like, why am I thinking about this person, but they're not thinking of me? The healing started. No matter how your healing starts or ends, as long as it's not vengeful, hateful, criminal, okay? Do whatever works for you. And I celebrate that because we're all human. We all want love and we all want to be embraced. Sometimes we find people who do that, and sometimes people can't handle us, whatever the case is. I hear a lot about narcissistic traits and all kinds of stuff, and everybody's not narcissistic. Just because they broke up with you doesn't make them narcissistic. Just because they didn't call you doesn't make them this avoidant attachment style. That doesn't make any sense. People do things because that's the nature of people. Men don't like confrontation. Women can't handle the truth sometimes. And sometimes people just back out in ways that are not always constructive. That's just the way it is. That doesn't make your ex a narcissist. That doesn't make you an attachment love style. We're all attached when we like somebody, right? Doesn't that make sense? So why is it that all of a sudden there's an avoidant and an anxious style? I think anybody gets anxious when they think their partner is stepping out on them or that things are breaking down. That's just human nature. So don't harp up on these labels and all of these different ways of how you were. You were you, that person was who they were, and now it's time to meet somebody else because that wasn't working. Remember that your needs weren't getting met and their needs weren't getting met. Don't you want to be that person who are able to give somebody their needs without becoming codependent, without letting that consume you? It's like a restart button. It's time to let it burn, love bugs. It was so good talking to you. If anything that I said tonight resonated with you, please share it with somebody that you know who's stuck on somebody. Let them know how amazing it is to start healing. Please make all the decisions you can this week with your heart. That is so very important. And until next time, I'm out.